between, let's talk about your um, in concert with life and that one life.
Well, I think, that's one thing. There's that aspect of our life, and that's why we call it living in concert with life. Being in concert with life is a wonderful thing, and it really brings you into a great flow. But living feels more like the actions that you take, living in concert with life. And so we use those actions, that actual living, our choices and thoughts, our choices of what we do during the day, to be in concert with that experience that we have in the human form, that is life. But as you elevate your consciousness a little bit, you sense, at least I sense, and a lot of folks that are my mentors and teachers sense, that there's just one life. And that life we call God. There's an energy, there's a power, there's a presence, there's a wisdom, that intelligence, that essentially that love, that is the energy in between the atoms and the molecules, that is everywhere present.
Yeah.
And is even so huge, so tiny at the same time, that it exists beyond this time and this place.
Yeah.
So that oneness, that unity, that one God, that one faith, that one spirit that we talk about, that as you talk about in the 52 principles of the Infinite Filmmaker, that there's that one beingness.
Yeah.
And that one beingness we're all part of.
Yeah.
And I believe I've experienced, when you recognize that, when you feel it, you sense it, you know it, there's a life experience that changes.
Yeah.
And it seems to flow more.
Yeah. So give us an example. How do you experience that one life? That's, in my teachings, I teach that there's one life, and that life is living in and as and through you. And that I know in my own life, when I feel really connected to it, everything around me, it's like the right people, places, and things, and insight and wisdom and knowledge all come together. And so I'm just wondering, how do you recognize that one life that's working in and as and through you? Let's say in your work with that you do with In Concert with Life. Can you give us an experience that you've had where you said, yeah, you can feel the presence of God within because this happened?
Well, yes, I can, but I'll go in on a little bit different direction than maybe you're leading, in that when things are going well and things are thriving, life is going, your relationships are in good stead, your creativity is in good stead, your abundance is pure and constant, your environment, it's great, it's easier to have a sense that, God is here, Spirit is here. Namaste, I get it. I feel in alignment. I feel peaceful. The place that I'm going with that is really so dynamic for me is that when things are not going well, when the appearances are, oh, okay, this is not good. This is an emergency. This is not anticipated. This is not desired. This is not something that I want. Where I found the most profound shift has been when I'm in the middle of that.
Yeah.
To recognize that it is my life is always happening for me.
Yeah.
And not to me.
Yeah.
When you have a sense of your connection with that infinite filmmaker, with that one voice, with that purpose, when you have your connection with that, you can, if you get pulled away, you can go back and experience the flow, experience taking a concerted effort to adjust your perspective, recognizing that your perspective is your choice.
Yeah.
And that's where I've seen the science of mind, the Ernest Holmes, the one with God, the unity come into play most dynamically.